In January this year, I decided to rebrand my YouTube channel and take it a little bit more seriously. But achieving the magic 1,000 subscriber mark just felt like an insurmountable task. However, just 5 months into the process, on the 19th of May this year, I applied for YouTube monetization. I think there are a few fundamental reasons why my channel has grown reasonably quickly in a relatively short space of time. So if you're looking to start a channel or grow your existing channel, stick around and we'll discuss through some of those fundamental concepts and hopefully help you guys on your way too. YouTube doesn't just require you to have 1,000 subscribers, you also need 4,000 watch hours. This is 240,000 minutes of people watching your content. This is a big number, and for me when I started, it certainly felt like an unobtainable number. Now the reality is, unless you have a video that goes viral and takes the internet by storm, it's unlikely you're going to get these numbers overnight. The likelihood is we're going to have to put out lots of content consistently, slowly growing and engaging an audience. I started my channel in 2009 and there's going to be people saying, dude, it took you 11 years to monetize your channel. Kind of, except before 2020, I didn't push the channel, I didn't really use it. I had 103 subscribers coming into 2020 and I was only really using it prior to that for drumming videos, promo videos for various covers bands I was playing in, and sound and lighting demonstration videos for my sound company. Now the reason I mention this is that was a great example of how not to run a YouTube channel. I was releasing videos sporadically, there was no consistency and generally very little content. I also had no idea about creating thumbnails, catchy titles, using video tags and hashtags, and also I had no marketing strategy for the release of any of these videos. The dilemma in January was, do I start a new channel from scratch or do I rebrand the channel I had? I thought 103 subscribers was 10% of the way to 1,000, so I decided to rebrand. I went through and deleted a whole bunch of old videos that I didn't like or weren't relevant, and in hindsight, that was counterintuitive to reaching the 4,000 watch hours time, because when you delete a video, you delete all of its data, views, and watch time. Initially, the plan for content was to document the writing, recording, and production of my album in this, my home studio. I thought people might find it interesting to go behind the scenes and learn how an album is made, and I kind of wanted to educate people exactly what it takes, the blood, sweat, and tears and effort required to produce music to the high standard they expect, and that they expect for free. It turns out I was wrong. Nobody gave a flying fiddlesticks. And why would they? Sadly, the reality is that nobody cares about a musician or a content creator that they haven't already heard of. This made me realize that to engage and develop a following, I needed to create content that they would value. I thought once I get to a certain amount of subscribers, then I can start drip feeding in content relating to the album when people are more invested in me and invested in the channel. So I decided I needed to pivot the content, and I pivoted the content towards more music production, educational based content. I created a series explaining the basics of EQ, what it is, why we need it, and how to use it on different instruments, and so on. And still nobody cared. So the two approaches I've tried so far really weren't working in terms of gaining any meaningful traction and channel growth. I was getting 2, 3, maybe 4 subscribers a week, and occasionally I was losing a subscriber, and this was absolutely devastating. But at this rate, getting to 1,000 was gonna take a long time. Disheartened but not discouraged, I decided I needed to pivot my content again. And I thought to myself, what do I use YouTube for? YouTube is the second biggest search engine outside of Google, who also own YouTube, and I use it for research purposes. I'm always researching products, looking at gear reviews, comparisons, and so on. So I decided maybe this is the approach for me to start growing my channel. So I made a list of all the equipment I had in my studio that I could do a review of, a comparison of, and I did some review videos of microphones, plugins. I reviewed the new Luna door from Universal Audio. And finally, on the 20th of April, I did a video discussing the differences between a budget audio interface and a more professional interface, and that video took off. By midnight that night, the video had over 1,000 views, and within 24 hours, over 2,000 views. The video had clearly been recognized by the YouTube algorithm, and it was appearing in the next up recommended lists and also in search menus. This video continued to receive 2,000 views a day for the first month, and it smashed through the 240,000 minutes target required to monetize the channel, and subscribers started trickling in. That video has now hit over 90,000 views and 7,000 watch hours on its own. Now, during a conversation with a good friend of mine about this video, he asked me, to my surprise, if I'd paid for views on the video. This took me aback a little bit, but it got me thinking maybe other people are going to think this. I absolutely did not pay for any views on this video, and here's why. If you purchase views on a video, you're effectively getting a computer to watch 30 seconds of your video to log a view. These are from fake accounts, so these views are not going to translate to subscribers. Conversely, if you pay for subscribers, these are fake accounts and bots, and they're not going to view your content, so it's not going to fulfill each other, so what's the point in it? It's very similar to Instagram or Facebook. If you have large numbers, high numbers of likes and followers and so on, but you get very little engagement, very few comments on your post, it's kind of obvious, and I think people are going to discredit you and your channel if you do this. So was it a fluke? Well, yes, in the sense that a lot of stars aligned to enable that video to catch the YouTube algorithm and take off as it did. But there was a lot of hard work and preparation that facilitated that video to get lucky. Firstly, by producing all those early videos, which in hindsight suck, I was practicing my craft. I was working on my camera angles, developing my lighting, improving my sound, improving my editing, improving my presentation, improving the flow of videos, improving the visual aspects of the videos to engage the audience as much as possible. The result was I was improving my videos all the time, so when a video could get lucky, it was ready for mass consumption. Secondly, one of my marketing strategies really came to fruition on this occasion. I just started posting my videos in various Facebook groups and forums, covering anything home studio related, recording related, singer-songwriter related, and so on, anywhere I thought that my content would be of interest. A lot of these groups are controlled by admins, and it just so happened that that night all my posts were approved very quickly. It also just so happened that there were a lot of people online to see the posts. A lot of people started commenting on these posts, and I spent between 7 PM and midnight replying to every single comment, good or bad, to maximize the engagement on the video. This then meant that the video stayed at the top of the groups or near the top and subsequently got more and more views. Fundamentally, this resulted in a high view count on YouTube, which meant the video caught the YouTube algorithm, which meant that the video then placed in search engines and in the suggested up next video section, which meant it got even more views. This is the self-fulfilling cycle of YouTube. The first byproduct of the success of this video was the trickle-down effect. I started noticing my other videos were getting more and more views without me promoting them, and my subscriber count started to increase quite rapidly. YouTube seems to be a self-fulfilling platform. Success breeds success. If you have a video that gets a lot of views, it will catch the YouTube algorithm and then get even more views. It's a self-fulfilling cycle. As a result, it's very hard for the little guys to stand out, and the big guys just get bigger. Damien Keys has just done a very interesting video on his channel explaining his journey to 100,000 subscribers. He claims it took him a year to get to 1,000, but he's been running for 4 years, and then just in this year alone, he's had 65,000 subscribers. So it seems to grow exponentially. Catherine Manning, another girl I follow who's great for YouTube analytics that I'll talk about later, has said that she was at 100,000 in April and has already hit 175,000. So when it takes off, whew, it goes. So we have to be patient with growing our channel. It will happen. To capitalize on the success of this video, I have continued with my consistent release schedule of 2 videos a week. I think this has helped me gain momentum and engage my audience further. So if you're already running a channel, keep going, be consistent with your releases. Make sure you check in on the analytics as well. Keep an eye on those, they are worth researching. If you're looking to start a channel but you're a bit hesitant, just get started. Yes, your first video probably won't be the best video you do, but you will learn and you will improve every single time. Consistency with anything in life is the key. There are a few YouTube channels I highly recommend you check out if you want to take this seriously. The first one is Nick Nimmin. He's really great for teaching you how to grow your channel, how to get views, how to get subscribers, how to use different apps and websites available for you to grow and develop your channel, and also anything technically related. Catherine Manning, also known as the Content Bug, is great for the analytics of YouTube. Her videos are really good at explaining what the analytics are, why you need to look at them, and how to use them to grow your channel. Think Media is also a good general YouTube video content related expertise, marketing, growth strategies, technical suggestions, and so on. Links for all these channels will be in the description below. If you'd like to learn more about anything mentioned in this video, please leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button. It does help the channel grow. And for more content like this and home studio music production related content, please hit the subscribe button. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you all very soon.